Right, there we go. Well, I have just uploaded everything that was on this device. Just literally a few minutes ago, I had 5 audios. And when there's nothing on this device, it always gives me great pleasure to do the first audio, because I'm up to date. And that kind of does something to my slightly obsessive personality and my slight autism, maybe, that makes me feel good that I'm up to date with something. And so it's nice starting again just on the very first file. I actually had a flashback to the other old device that I still have that I used at the beginning. And I think back then I had something in the region of maybe 50 or 60 or perhaps more files, and so it was a huge job back in 2021 or whenever it was, because I was just doing these audio files for... Oh shit, I'm just looking at one of the cows has gone under the fence. Must be one of the little ones. I hope they don't all follow. There's cows in a field and there's a little fence going around, and they're very close to the road, so you don't want them to stray off and cause an accident. Tuco has gone on like a... He's flying off ahead of me. Anyway, shit, I haven't given the date, sorry. It's the 30th of November. I hope in the future, if you're listening to this, that's going to cause annoyance, isn't it? Because I normally listen back when I'm uploading these, and I listen for the date, and it's annoying if I haven't mentioned it, because this device doesn't automatically give you those details. Sorry, 30th of November. It is the last day of the month. I'm out walking Tuco. It's 4:30. The sun has just gone down and it's getting cold. Flows away for the whole of about 10 days. And today was a good day for me. I had a look at some insurance companies. I tried to organize a meeting with CAF. So I did touched on some of those things that I felt was on my list. And even though I haven't really come to any, I didn't achieve any of the objectives, but I also realized that I can't actually get into the math to check what we're paying on insurance. So I wouldn't be able to, I don't even know what we're paying now, so I wouldn't be able to make any decision on getting some new insurance. And as regards the CAF, well, I was only allowed to make a meeting for the 9th of December, which is the day Flo comes back, and it doesn't give you any more options than that. So I'll wait for a few days and then maybe I can organize a meeting on the 10th or 11th. And I also uploaded some of these audios, like I just said. I'm trying to charge up my 360-degree glasses so I can watch some video. Trying to figure out how that works from my Insta360 camera. I haven't done that in so long. I've got some mints and stuff to eat, and some Voyager to watch. I brought Tuco to Orizon. We had a walk around I parked in the usual place, then I walked him up to the biscuit and tea place, which was closed too, and then I walked him all the way to the Algeco and all the way back around to the car park. It's a nice walk. Then I walked him a bit down here on the way back when we came back, and now I'm walking him again, so he can't complain about his outside activities. He's getting plenty of walks. Helps me as well, although at some point I'll probably walk into Orizon on my own just so that I can listen to some music. My mind is calmer today than yesterday. It's funny because I touched on those things, the MEF and the CAF. I also did some other things. I cleaned the bottom of the toilet, which was all horrible and brown. I used some hydrochloric acid and vinegar and that bicarbonate soda. I just used everything I could find, basically. But it's a kind of a horrible job. You have to flush the toilet a few times and then scoop all the water out of the bottom and then put the acid. But I got that clean. I also cleaned the shower room with the sink with vinegar and stuff. So I've been busy, been kind of occupied doing stuff. And of course, for what it's worth in the future, it's probably worth pointing this out. Today is the counting of the votes in the Irish general election. So I've had the radio running in the background most of the time because I like listening to people talking about politics, and today it's a great day for politics. I think it's going to be on the radio the whole day. It seems Sinn Féin have perhaps got the most amount of seats, but not by much. It's like they may have 22% and Fianna Gael maybe 21%, and then Fianna Fáil maybe 20%. So they say more than likely Fianna Gael and Fianna Fáil will be back and there'll be no change. To go. Stop. Is he? No. Is he? No. Stop. Let's go back. Allez. Sorry. As you can guess, there's another dog coming the other way. It's one of those border collies. And so I'm near the kind of pond area, and that border collie and whoever's with the dog is up near the pylon, so I'm not going to be bothered going on. I'm going to go back. It's going to be dark soon. What else? All the crypto stuff is holding steady. We're doing very well. We're well in the... I was looking actually. This has been such a strange... It's not strange. A long month. Because I was in Marbella at the beginning of this month. And that seems a long, long time ago. In Marbella, I had the incident with my wallet and my 300 or 400 euros, and I had the incident with the alcohol in the fridge and blah blah blah. And that this it was sunny and warm. It just seems like it kind of seems like it was back in the summer, and yet it was just the beginning of the month. And Trump being re-elected, it was all this month bizarrely. And crypto is steady. That's what I wanted to say. At the beginning of the month, we had 47,000 in the Trezor wallet, and at the moment we've got 87. So we've doubled our money from the Trezor, going from 47 to 87 in 1 month. 40,000 profit in 1 month. It's kind of extraordinary, and it's still looking kind of healthy. It's happy days as regards crypto for now, but who knows what will happen in a week or a month. Otherwise, I'm looking forward to keeping occupied. This evening I'm going to try and go through some tapes again. Haven't done that in a while. I may get out a box and try and just go through some tapes that I don't know what they are. Or maybe make a recording. I'll let you go. As I was saying to myself, if I made a recording, I made a recording the other day and I could hear a lot of noise. That kind of normal kind of noise you get with a tape, but I think maybe the volume level on the recording, the Iowa machine, wasn't turned up high enough. I think the signal coming in needs to be very high to try and make the noise as little as possible, so I may experiment with that. Because the evenings are quite long. Although the good thing, I've got a very healthy routine at the moment, because I think last night I was fast asleep, I think before 1 o'clock, and I was really tired. It wasn't any problem sleeping. That's thanks to Tuco, the Tuco effect, because I'm awake at 9. I'm actually awake earlier than I would be if I was just working in the Connemara and Flo was bringing Tuco for a walk. But I've started to try and put together a nice routine in the morning. I think that's something that's very important. I hope these cows aren't breaking out of this thing, because they're going to go straight on the road here if they do. And typical of me, strangely, I feel kind of responsible for them because I'm probably the nearest house to them. And I'm kind of thinking, what do I do? Who do I call? Who do I call? So there you go, another bit of a ranting, not a rant, I don't know what you'd call this. It's just to give you a little taste, I suppose, of what this moment at this time was like. Because as you get older, you really get aware of how quickly the time passes. You also get aware of how little things change too, in a sense, the older you get. There's no comparing me from when I was 10 to when I was 20, or when I was 20 to when I was 30. But 50 to 60, I'm pretty much, I think, identical in more or less every way. And it remains to be seen if these audio tapes will prove to be of any interest to me in the future. I'm kind of hoping, and this is of course that nobody knows, but I'm hoping if I had a long life and I just leave all these things and I don't think about them for 10 years or more, then perhaps at some point one day I'll just go back and start listening to these things again. And at that point, like if I had audio tapes from the Deloitte days and I hadn't listened to them in 10 years, I think I'd find that interesting now. So it's a bit like saving something, investing in something you don't really know if it'll be worth anything in the future. But I have a pleasure from making these things. I talk about my life and my situation on this day, and that has some effect. Because it's kind of a cliche, maybe a bit silly, I don't know, but it's this notion that writers say if you write the thing, you get it outside of you, and you share your situation and your anxiety. And with a device like this, it's because you can't talk to yourself, and that works as well, but to do it like this I think is even better, because I'm really putting it out there. You know, I'm actually physically putting it out onto the internet. Not actually on the internet because it's private, but I'm putting it on a YouTube channel. And maybe that makes it easier for me, or I have some benefits from that. Hello cows, I'm passing the cows. Passing the cows, and they've actually walked into the fence. There's a little vent here, so I hope that guy comes back with these. Some guy has to be keeping an eye on these guys, because they need to come and fix this fence. It's nearly on the ground. Hello guys, and they're going to there's a big bull. They're going to go through it. Good boy. Ali! Right, across the road. Just one of those bulls just seemed to snort at me as I was walking past them. Well, as you can tell, we're on the road, and I will say goodbye because it's loud from here.